the core Benjamites, like the Rustas, they're into like roots. They're into like root drinks, natural things, man.
Yeah.
No, they're not into that. Yeah. They're not into that. They're not into that whole new age shit, man. You know?
Yeah. That's how you know that it's weird that we're here, man. You know. But then you got the Northern Kingdom. When you go to Spain, a lot of them. I asked one of them. I said, he was in a bar. I said, "How does the Spanish treat you?" And he went, They get treated quite badly out there, man. Alright? And I never saw one black man working, man. They were running from the police. They were all illegal. So there's nothing here for you, man. But the Lord is going to give the elect spiritual power to fire enemies. Ezekiel 25. Start with his one first, yeah? Yeah, it's like Ezekiel 25 and 12.
Remember the days of old?
Yes, that's it.
Deuteronomy 32 of verse 7.
Yep.
Remember the days of old.
Yep.
Consider the years of many generations.
Yep.
Ask thy father, and he will show thee thy elders, and they will tell thee.
There you go.
Other one. Isaiah 46 and 9.
Yep.
Remember the former things of old, for I am the Most High, and there is none else. I am the Most High, and there is none like me.
There you go. Now the Lord believes in payback, right? I get Galatians 6 and 7, please. Okay, yeah.
It's like,
your precept first.
It's like Job 8 and 8, and it says, "For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age,
That's it.
and prepare thyself to the search of their fathers.
There you go.
For we are but yesterday, and know nothing, because our days upon the earth are a shadow."
That's it. Now I got this article about the tribe of Benjamin, which is West Indians. Who's a Benjamite? You're Benjamite. Benjamite. Levi, yeah? Judah, Benjamin. Now this is about Oliver Cromwell, because you Benjamites were, in the 1600s, while slavery was going on, you Benjamites were ruling Ireland and Scotland. And this is about Cromwell, right? Oliver Cromwell basically was an Edomite who killed King Charles, beheaded him. King Charles was a Jake. His son, James II, had to flee to France to King Louis, his cousin.
That was a black boy.
Yeah, and James II's nickname was called the Black Boy. That's why I put it in the beginning of that film, and you saw a pub, and it has the white version of him, and it says the Black Boy. And then afterwards, I put the real picture there, man. All right? But this is about Cromwell and what he did. It was Thomas Cromwell who destroyed all evidences of black rule in Britain. All right? Article from Telegraph Media, Group Limited, 2015. Thomas Cromwell was an Islamic state of his day. This pathological, ambitious ruffian sent hundreds to the chopping block and destroyed England's religious and artistic heritage. All right? No one can be sure the exact figure, but it's estimated that the destruction started and legalized by Cromwell amounted to 97% of English art then in existence. Statues were hacked down. We got that again. What's it called? Yeah, First Maccabees 3 and 48. Yeah. So basically, Oliver Cromwell, while they were killing our people, they were hacking down our statues and stuff like that. Frescoes were smashed to bits. Mosaics were polarized. Illuminated manuscripts were shredded. Wooden carvings were burnt. Precious metalworks were melted. Shrines were reduced to rubble. Get Jeremiah 17:4. Right? Wooden carvings were burned. Precious metalworks were melted down. Shrines were reduced to rubble. This vandalism went way beyond religious reform. It was a frenzy, obligating the artistic patrimony of the centuries of the indigenous craftsmanship with its intensity of hatred for imagery depicting the divine that was strong and resonant parallels today. And that's a picture of this devil, man. Cromwell. And they got a statue. We're gonna have to speak to Maad as well after today when we're gonna do that. What was it called? Camp on location, isn't it? Yeah, we're gonna have to do it, man, because this man's statue is outside the Parliament, man, and it was erected in 1899. All right. And when they wanted to erect it, many people objected, but people don't know why. And there's a hospital named after Cromwell, Cromwell Road, Cromwell Street, and you got a hospital which is private. Notice it's private hospital, cracker hospital, named called Cromwell Hospital in Gloucester Road.
It's like glorifying the people what cause bloodshed on our people. They,
Yeah,
you know what I
that's
mean?
it.
They love it.
Yeah, they praised him, man. Oliver Cromwell, born 1599 to 1658, was Lord Protector of the Commonwealth of England, Scotland and Ireland after undergoing a religious conversion in the 1960s. And we were talking about that today. How these crackers always, like in Germany, now you got all this Islam stuff, because you know the Syrians have gone there. Now they want to open up mosques, because when you move somewhere, you want to practice your faith, right? Now all of a sudden the white Germans are calling themselves Christian. It's a Christian country, why should we have mosques there? Yeah, now they want to hold on to Christianity. And by the way, when they were doing this, they were Christians, man. And you niggas were the one that taught them about Christianity. That's why we got ourselves to blame. An intensely religious man, he fervently believed that God was guiding his victories.
He was?
He was. You know? He entered the English Civil War
Never trust the enemy.
on the side, Ecclesiastes 12 and 10. Intensely religious man fervently believed that God was guiding his victories. He entered the English Civil War on the side of the Roundheads or parliamentarians. Now the parliamentarians were Edomites who got control of Parliament, but we had the monarchy. All right, King Charles was the king, and in order for you to put things in law, sometimes you need a king's signature and you need Parliament. So that's the reason why we couldn't stop slavery. The white man had the Parliament, so if King Charles said, let's stop slavery, the white man in Parliament's gonna say, no way. Why should we? All right, we're all gonna vote no. So that's why we couldn't stop it, all right? He became one of the principal commanders of the new model army, playing an important role to defeat the royalist forces, which was us.
Yeah, because in the book that I have is Cromwell's army was being funded by the so-called Jews.
Yeah,
it was.
okay, I didn't know that.
It was.
You say?
These armies were being funded by the so-called Jews. They financed him. They financed him and he had money, so he had a big army. And then he was able to take down the king now in his armies.
Yeah, that's right.
And they said, listen, we'll finance you, but you have to let us. You have to let us into England, basically. They were like, no, you have to forget how it goes.
It's all right. Let me say it. Cromwell was one of the signatories of King Charles I's death warrant in 1649. So he chopped off our king's head. His son, James II, had to flee, and then he signed the death warrant, man. There you go, man. That's how arrogant they were, man. And then in that massacre, that's when Benjamin, which is the West Indians, they were transported to Montserrat. Like, you know, Rapar and GMS London Central? He's from Montserrat, isn't it? Rapar, I think he's from Montserrat. And Apostle Gabar, he's from one of the islands in Caribbean.
Yeah,
Tell by his accent.
Apostle Gabar is
Benjamin, yeah.
his line comes directly from Scotland.
Yeah, you see?
He mentions that when he did that video, the King James video, that his ancestor goes back all the way to Scotland.
There you go, man. Now, after that happened, when they killed King Charles, they more or less massacred our people. The only great consolation is that a lot of you Israelites had white women. And some of them got massacred too, man. Especially the ones that were pregnant. If they were our women or the white woman and they were pregnant by a Jake, they slice the belly open, man, and take the fetus out and smash it against stones. That's what they were doing, man. And overall, they deported 300,000 to the Caribbean. So that's the reason why, how we went down. Like you said, we didn't go down instantly. It was gradually 1400s to the 1700s. 1700s we were weak. We didn't have enough. And there was a plague as well. What plague was it?
The Black Plague and the bubonic.
Black Plague.
By the time Christopher Columbus sailed over to the New World, I believe there was still black kings or queens that were in the power seats.
Yeah.
I believe Queen Elizabeth or something, she was in the power seat at that time.
Yeah.
Christopher Columbus sailed over to the New World.
Yeah, I think we went down roughly. They said the blacks ruling 1800s, early 1800s. I think was in some places.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
the last one was King George III, who advocated the throne because he had mental problems, basically. And that's when they put in that's when the Rothschilds put the Bank of England. Because when our monarchs were in charge, they wouldn't sign it over to them. Once he went, boom, signed it. And they had everything, man. So we went down gradually. It weren't no instant thing, man. You know? And they hid this history because they don't want you to know that you had a great history, man. So everything is against you with these people. But the Lord's got something for them, man.
All the so-called great people, what they admire was us Negroes.
Us
Shakespeare's
Negroes,
and all that, and
Yeah.
the Haydns and the
That's it.
Mozarts and
Ezekiel
the,
25 and 12.
that was us, man.
Hey, let's concentrate on vengeance now, man.
That's what I'm trying to say. So I'll bring out that scripture.
The Lord is going to give us a vengeance, and Lord willing, we're going to be the ones doing it. Get that Ezekiel 25 and 12, yeah?
It's Ezekiel 25 and 12. It says, "Thus saith the Yahweh power, because that Edom hath dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and have greatly offended and revenged himself upon them."
And that was vengeance, man, because he knew the history. You see, when you watch these programs, they're not going to show you the history of us ruling. So people think, well, why did the whites do that to us? But we had them in subjection, and they know that history back then, man. Okay, so they had vengeance.
Plus it's spiritual as well, isn't it?
It's all spiritual as well.
Yeah.
Therefore, thus saith Yahweh power, I will also stretch out mine hand upon Edom, and will cut off man from beast from it.
That's right.
And I will make it desolate from Teman, and of Dedan shall fall by the sword.
That's it.
And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel.
That's it.
And they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith Yahweh power.
And that vengeance is coming, man. Let's go back to that one, John 14 and 12. Alright, yeah, go into it. Alright. John 14, 12. And get Isaiah 40 and 29. Isaiah 40 and 29.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, 40 and 12. Because the Lord is going to give the elect men spiritual power, man. One Israelite's going to chase 1,000. 1,000, you know? No, go on. Read that one. What one did I ask you to get? Yeah, read that one first.
It's at St. John 14 and 12, and it says, "Verily I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do shall he do also. And greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father."
There you go, man. I get Acts 1 and 8. So the ones that believe, the ones that are chosen, like Romans 11 and 7, the elect have obtained it, the rest are blinded, they're going to get spiritual power. That's why sometimes you might have to be in this truth and do things you don't want to do. But if it's correct, if it's scriptural, you do it, man. There's great rewards in this thing, man. Loads of great rewards. All right? Yeah, get that one. Isaiah 40 and start,
Isaiah 40,
start at verse 29.
29.
You got Acts 1 8, right?
He giveth power to the... No, let me start from verse 28.
Okay.
Hast thou not known, hast thou not heard, that the everlasting God, Yahweh, the creator of the ends of the earth, fainteth not, neither is weary. There is no searching of his understanding. He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might, he increaseth strength.
There you go, man. And we have no might in our hands, man. We got nothing. We don't control anything. See?
Even the youths shall faint and be weary, and the young men shall utterly fall. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength.
That's it.
They shall mount up with wings as eagles.
Yep.
They shall run and not be weary.
So the elect are going to be flying as eagles, man. And when you go on YouTube, they've actually got pictures of, you know, people around the world seeing men fly. You know, they could be angels or anything like that. And when you even mention it to a person in the truth, they're a bit skeptical. But you don't know the Heavenly Father, man. The Heavenly Father's gonna do amazing things that you ain't seen before. You see?
And they shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint.
There you go, man. Weary
Spiritual powers,
and
man.
not faint, man.
Because in Haiti, they practice magic on the left-hand side.
Yeah, they float and levitate and everything in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah. Sorry, go on.
So it's nothing for the Heavenly Father to give us power on the right-hand side for us to do any of those things, man.
Yeah, that's right, man.
Because when He gives us that kind of power, it's going to be all the power, man. Nowhere you have to sacrifice the chicken first and do all kind of blah, kind of wood.
Manipulate elements and all kind of. We're gonna do everything.
Yeah.
That's why I think I'm a Levite, because where I come from, the tribe of my father's side, they are known for black magic heavily too.
Okay.
Really?
That's why they are heavily known for it.
Yeah.
Like what's that West African country? The one that known for black magic.
Oh, is it Benin?
Benin.
Yeah.
The same
Oh,
thing.
the Levites were there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Levites. Yeah, Benin, they're heavily into black magic. And on the other side, do you have a question?
She's a Latina tribe.
Latino?
Yes.
Yeah? El Salvador, Mexico.
Ecuatoriana.
Oh, Ecuador, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. The Indianos of Ecuador are from the tribe of Asher. Okay? So, you know the Indianos of Ecuador? You know the Indians?
No, it's a native, Ecuatoriana native, no Indians.
Ecuador, no Indians.
No.
What are they
So-
called?
Oh, okay.
Indians in the India country.
Okay.
In the America,
Yeah.
Native Americano.
Yeah.
Native
Yeah.
American.
Okay.
Boricua, Taino.
Taino, Boricua?
Yes.
Yes. Are you one of them? Are you a Boricua?
No, native Ecuatoriana.
Ecuador, yeah? Well,
but-
the indigenous people of
Exactly.
Indigenous. That's the-
okay.
that's the
This
right
is
way.
The correct word.
Yeah,
No
that's-
Indians. When they
Okay.
discovered America,
yeah.
the Christopher Columbus is.
He killed a lot of you. That's what he did.
Yeah.
It's wrong. It's
Yeah.
wrong. The name Indians. No, native or indigenous.
Okay.
American indigenous. But no.
Okay.
No.
So we say Latin Americans.
Or Latin American.
Or
but not-
Latinos.
Or Latins, yes.
Okay. Well, the Latinos
Yes.
in North, Central, South America
Yes.
are Israelites.
Ah,
They're God's
okay.
chosen people. But because they were worshipping idols, you know, like you had the pyramids in South America.
Machu Picchu.
Yeah, they used to do things like blood sacrifice. They used to do, what else they used to do? Witchcraft. They used to do that. So they turned their back to God. So God sent Christopher Columbus as punishment. Okay?
Ah, yes.
Yeah. Get that one. Ephraim is joined on to idols.
Idols.
Yes, because
in
the
the Hosanna
people
somewhere.
have our knowledge about the nature. The nature.
Yeah, the nature and the
It is
land.
the goal for my
Yeah.
my
Ancestors, yeah.
Ancestor people. No,
Yeah.
ni Jesus, no, ni
Yeah.
goal. The goal is the sun,
Yeah, they worship the sun, yeah.
the mountain,
Mountains,
the water.
gold.
Yes.
They used to put gold on their bodies sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
See, these are all things that God doesn't want.
Yes.
No good, you see.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why. But these people, Colombians, Chileans, Mexicanos, they're Israelites. They're God's chosen people. All right. But because when you don't worship God and you worship Satan, then God punishes you, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That's the reason why Central and South America has a lot of violence, drugs, cartels.
Hosea 4:17.
Hosea 4:17.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the reason. But this book here, it's called the Apocrypha. Yeah?
Ah, yes.
This shows how they got to America. Yeah, we can read it for you. Yeah. That's how you were in the Middle East.
Yeah.
And then you went from the Middle East and you traveled a year and a half. We can read it for you. Want to read it? Okay. Someone else read it? Second Esdras 13 or 14.
Huh?
It's alright. But read that one about the idols. Because you're right, they were worshipping, what's it called? Idols. They were sacrificing pretty women. You know?
Ah, yes.
Yeah, that's it. So when the Spanish came, they saw that we had so much gold, you see.
It's for the rice.
Yeah, minerals.
The minerals.
Yeah, the gold.
Yes.
Yeah.
It,
Are you going, yeah?
the Spanish people is very title.
Yeah.
So in
Catholicism.
Killing,
They kill you, eh? Kill you?
yes.
Yeah.
Killing. Because the end of king of empire
Yeah.
in the Ecuador and Peru
Yeah.
is from Ecuador.
Okay.
Now it's Inca. Now.
Okay.
Now it's in Peru,
Yeah.
people named Incas.
Incas, yeah.
Yes, but Atahualpa, that's it.
It's not your name, really.
Wasn't the king,
The air.
the
Yeah.
king of the empire.
Yes.
Before Christopher Columbus arrived.
Yes, that's right.
This king is from Ecuador, no from
Europe.
Peru.
Peru.
Inca, no,
Okay.
It's
Where's
a-
the Incas from? Peru?
Peru.
Peru, okay.
Atahualpa, the king,
Yeah.
is the ancestor
Yeah.
Quito.
Oh, okay.
Quito.
Okay.
That reason is the capital of Ecuador is Quito.
Quito.
Because the indigenous people
Yeah.
the name Quitus.
Quitus.
In my
your-
mother language.
in your mother language.
Mother language.
Okay,
It's
okay.
Quitus. Now Inca, Ecuador, no.
Yeah.
Quitus.
Yeah.
The name of capital Quito.
Quito.
Yes, Quito.
Like Bolivia is very poor, isn't it?
Oh.
Yeah. No money. The people in Bolivia.
No.
Yeah.
No. The problem is the government.
Corrupt
the
government.
is a very
Corrupt.
corrupt. In Latin America, there are a lot of corruptions.
Like
Governments
corruptions.
Yes,
That's
the worst in the America because
Really?
America is very rich.
Yes.
But the government is absolute corruption in the government.
That's true. But you know who's controlling their governments in South America?
Uh,
Europeans.
Yes,
Yes, behind doors.
maybe.
Yeah.
But
But our leaders are bad.
Corruption, government, or people in the government
Yeah.
have
Yep.
the corruption in the blood.
In their blood, yeah. Well, see, you're right.
Yes. This is a hard face.
Okay. Did you live here, London?
Nowadays, yes.
You live here, London?
Yeah.
Okay. How long you been here?
Past month?
2 months?
No.
What
Past
month?
month? What
Oh, 1 month.
month?
Okay.
I returned I go back to Spain. I live in Spain.
There you go.
Yeah.
What part of Spain you live in?
In Zaragoza.
Zaragoza.
Yes.
I went to Madrid.
Ah,
Yeah.
yes, near Madrid.
Yeah, and there's a lot of Latinos, but they're in poor jobs. I mean, bad job. Like cleaning,
Yes.
washing,
Yes.
serving.
Yes.
They're very poor, you know. In Madrid, the Hispanics,
No.
they're very poor.
No.
I went to Madrid. That's what I saw.
It depends on.
Depends on where you go.
Yes, it depends because I think the people can live good.
Yeah.
I don't consider it poor.
Oh, okay.
Although
Yeah.
I work as a cleaner. I
Work.
don't consider a poor because
Okay.
my knowledge, my head, my it's not poor.
Okay, I get you. You know what you're doing.
Economic,
Okay.
maybe, but the other.
I know what you're saying.
Yes.
Do you believe in Santa Biblia?
You don't misjudge me for my money.
Yeah.
You should measure me
For who you are?
for my knowledge, my
knowledge, yeah.
speak with my road
To other people, yeah.
Yeah. People, this is my
Yeah.
knowledge.
Okay. But these people, God, no God, God, God loves our people, but our people don't show God they love Him. You understand? They say that they love God, but they don't do what God says. See? And that's why the Spanish, of course, you got that one, the idol? Got that one, the idol? The Latinos, before the Spanish came, they were worshipping idols, statues. It's in the Biblia, Santa Biblia. Yeah. Hosea 4 and 17, and it says, Hosea 4 and 17. I don't know what it says in Spanish, I'm not sure, but I'll try.
It says, Ephraim is joined to idols, let him alone.
Ephraim is where's the Puerto Ricans?
Okay.
Yeah, oops, Puerto Ricans, yeah?
Okay.
But Ephraim is the head of the Northern Kingdom, which is the Hispanics and Native Americans. You know the Mexicanos?
Yes.
Yeah. They're your brothers and sisters, amigos, familia.
Okay.
Okay? Even us, see me? Me and you, we're familiar.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Oh, it's the same room.
The same root. There you go, man. She knows, she knows. Are you living here? England?
Yes.
You gonna stay here?
Probably for 6 months.
6 months, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
I stay in a hostel.
Oh, a hostel, yeah?
Yeah.
No house? House?
No, because I don't know people.
Familia?
I
Familia?
don't have
So you came along
Yes.
to work? Came to work?
Well, I looking for a job.
Oh, you're looking for a job?
Yeah.
Okay.
As a cleaner.
Hey.
But I electrician.
Electrician?
Yes.
Oh, back home? Back in Ecuador?
In Spain.
In Spain?
Work as an electrician.
Oh, okay. Have you got you got a Spanish passport? Yes. Okay.
I had a nationality Spanish.
Spanish, yeah. Okay.
I Spanish.
Yeah. When you go over there, they don't look at you in Spanish, but I know what you mean. So read it again. Because our people, they worship other gods, idols. Like in Peru, you got, is it Machu Picchu?
Yes.
Machu Picchu. Yeah.
No, it's a pyramid. It's a temple.
It's a temple, yeah.
It's a pyramid.
Yeah.
It's a temple.
It's a temple.
Because in this area,
Yeah.
the
Spanish?
ancestor people
Yeah.
believe the union with God,
Yeah.
Son,
Yeah.
and the people.
Together.
Union.
Okay.
Yes.
Connected.
Yes.
Yes. I know what you mean.
Yes.
Yeah.
In this area,
Yeah.
the people pray and relax to connect your head with the food.
With the gods.
Yes.
Okay.
This is the purpose.
Okay. But they were doing it wrongly. Because our people, before the Spanish came, we had the Biblia, Santa Biblia, all right? But we did not do what God tells us to. God says, John 14 and 15. God said, if you love me, John 14 and 15. Right? In order for God to bless us, yeah, God will take care of us physically, mentally, spiritually. He wants us to love Him. How do we love God? This is how we love God. I'll explain to you.
It's at St. John 14 and 16, and it says,
15.
or 15, it says, if you love me, keep my commandments.
Yep. If you love me, God said, if you love me, keep my commandments. Right?
Okay.
Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not steal. Passover. You know, in the book, in the Bible, you have Passover. You know, what's his name? Jesucristo. We have to do what Jesucristo tells us to do. Okay, but the Hispanics, they started worshiping the sun.
Ah, a lot of times.
Yes, yeah, you see, they started worshiping the sun. They started doing witchcraft. A lot of them. They started sacrificing women and stuff. So it made God angry. All right. It's like all Israel transgressed the law. Daniel 9:11. So because we worship other gods, right? God put curses on us, and that's why God sent the Spanish over to destroy our people. We made God angry, you see.
Christopher Columbus.
Yeah, Christopher Columbus, good man or bad man?
It depends for one people, good. For others, for me,
It's bad.
Yes.
But for the Spanish, they like him.
Bartholomew de las Casas.
Yeah.
For
You know
Spanish
Bartholomew?
people, it's very good.
Yeah.
They
They colonized, they took everything.
colonize and
Yeah.
take
They took gold. They took everything. They even took some Hispanics and took them to Spain, man.
Yeah.
And they you know Barcelona in
They
Spain?
paraded them in the streets.
They had a
Naked.
queen called, what's her name? Queen Isabella.
Yeah. King Ferdinand.
Yeah, and she took some of our people, all right, and took them to Spain as slaves. See? But God let it happen because our people didn't keep the commandments. See? If we kept the commandment, we'll be good. So now we have to obey God, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you do what God tells you to do, He will look after you. Like you're here alone, yeah? God is looking after you, right? You've got a house, food. Good? Yeah, it's hard. I said, God, He looks after us, takes care of us. God,
Yes.
He loves us.
Yes.
Yeah, we have to show Him that we love Him. See? John 14:15 again, sorry.
You are from?
We are the same as you, Israelites, Israelitas. Yeah, same with you. Hispanics who are indigenous are Israelites as well.
Okay.
But because our people don't know that, we come out and bring the sign, you see.
Yes.
Me, I'm Judah.
Okay.
I'm a Negro, right? You said you're, where you said you're from again? Ecuador? Ecuador. Ecuador is Asher.
Asha.
Yeah. So you are an Israelite from the tribe of Asher. God loves you. Okay? And He's going to look after you if you obey Him and keep His commandments. Do you understand? Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal. Love thy neighbor.
Okay.
When we stop doing this, that's when God punishes us. That's why He brought Spanish over. Like you look at El Salvador, they got killing each other. Drugs, guns, you know? Yes.
Here there are a lot of
Yes.
people
Yeah.
talk in the street.
Yeah, you know, see the Negros, they're killing each other. Drugs. See?
It's a terrible.
It's terrible, it's not nice, yeah. And if you look at Venezuela, you see what's going on? People are starving in Venezuela because of the corrupt, well they say the government's corrupt, innit?
Yes.
In Venezuela, they say the
They took
government's corrupt.
Chavez. They took Chavez out.
Yeah, Chavez.
Yeah. They took him out. They killed him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, what's his name?